दक्षिणस्य समारंभा शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ता स्मर्या गुरुपरम्परा श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। परिज्ञानाश्रम श्रीगुरुशङ्कर परिज्ञानाश्रम शङ्कर सद्गुरु केशव वामन कृष्ण पांडुरंग आनंद परिज्ञान गुरु सत्योजात शंकर सद्गुरु गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। As we are dealing with the Mahavakya Vichara now, Bhagwan Ram said to Lakshmana that you have to first understand the Pada Artha properly. And he is doing the analysis of the Tvam Pada. Tvam means me. And we already discussed that the Tvam Pada cannot be totally replaced, nor can it be anything else be added. That means Jahati Lakshana is not possible, Ajahati Lakshana is not possible. So what is possible is only Bhaga Tyaga Lakshana. That means in the so-called Tvam Padartha or in the so-called I, which I am saying or calling myself I, there are actually two things. One is the Anatma body mind sense complex and the Sakshi Chaitanya consciousness Chaitanya Swarupa Atma. Chaitanya Atma is there and also the Anatma, various layers of Anatma. And what are these various layers of Anatma? We can say they are Shariratrayas. Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira. We can say they are Panchakoshas. That is the Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya Koshas. Then we can also say that I am an Avasthatraya Jiva. That means what? I am 1/3 of, there I am all the time traveling. Who? I means what? The Jiva, the Jivatma, the Anatma Jiva, the intellect, Ahankara. All the time I am traveling between three stages, three states of the Jiva. Don't call it three states of consciousness, okay? Avasthatraya is not three states of consciousness. It is three states of the intellect or the Jiva, where the Jiva I, the Anatma I am either in the Jagrata Avastha or in the Swapna Avastha or in the Sushupti Avastha. I hope you understand what is meant by Jagrata. That I am fully awake or I am dreaming or I am in deep sleep. These are the three avasthas that every day I, the Jiva, the Anatma Jiva, experience. But the Atma, the Sakshi Chaitanya Atma, does not undergo any changes. It is the Avasthatraya Sakshi. It is Panchakosha Sakshi. It is Shariratraya Sakshi. Therefore, according to Tattva Bodha's definition, what is Atma? Atma is Shariratraya Vyatiriktaha, Panchakosha Vilakshanaha, Avasthatraya Sakshi, Sat Chit Rupa Atma. And that is what I am. Therefore, in Bhagatyaga Lakshana, what is being done? That part of I, that part of me, which is not the real I, is peeled off intellectually. That means the Anatma I is peeled off intellectually. So, up till the 30th verse, what did we see? In the last three verses, the 28th, 29th, and 30th verses, Bhagwan Rama stripped off the three shariras. I am not the Sthula Sharira. I am the Sakshi Chaitanyam of the Sthula Sharira. I am not the Sukshma Sharira. I am the very Sakshi Chaitanya behind the Sukshma Sharira. I am not even the Karana Sharira or the ignorance or Maya or Prakriti. I am nothing but the Sakshi Chaitanyam of even Karana Sharira. So that is what he talked about up till the 30th verse, which we saw in the last session. That means we have literally peeled off one aspect of what we think we are. Because I am identified to the body. I am the body. Strongest identification, strongest is Aham Sharirosmi. Strongest identification. After that comes I am the mind, I am the sense organs. So therefore I say I am short, I am tall, I am ugly, I am dark, I am fair. Okay. Then comes I am half blind, I am blind. Okay. I am deaf. All the sense organs I think of myself. I am confused. So I look at myself as the mind. I am depressed. I am confused. Okay. I don't know what to do. It's not that I don't know what to do. The mind doesn't know. The mind is in vikalpa. Because it is sankalpa, vikalpadi lakshana is mind. And therefore, I am neither tall nor short. I am neither blind or deaf nor deaf. I am neither confused nor unhappy or depressed. All these dharmas belong to the body, mind, sense complex. I am intelligent. I always take the right decisions. Some people are very proud of their. I am very logical. I always think straight. Entanglement with the buddhi. Okay, I am ignorant. I don't know anything. I am useless. Karana Sharira. Of course, Karana Sharira doesn't come, but it doesn't manifest itself because Karana Sharira appears only in deep sleep. In deep sleep, I, the Atma, am the very Sakshi Chaitanyam of Karana Shariram induced ignorance. Therefore, in the Jagrata Avastha, in the Swapna Avastha, I am either identified myself with the Sthula Shariram or the Sukshma Shariram. And therefore, Bhagwan Rama says, you are neither the Panchikrita Sthula Shariram nor the Apanchikrita Sukshma Shariram, nor are you the Anadi Avidya Anirvachaniya Avidya Karana Shariram. Then who are you? Who am I? Who is the Tvam Padartha? So what have I done here? Bhagatyaga Lakshana. That which is Anatma, that which is not the real me, the Sthula Sukshma Karana Shariras, which are not the real me, I have thrown away. How have I thrown away? I can't remove them and throw away physically. It's not like peeling off a banana. No, I can't throw them. Intellectually, by understanding, I have understood that I am not the Sthula Shariram. I, the Sakshi Chaitanya Atma, is the very witness of the Sthula Sharira. the very witness of Sukshma Sharira. I am that consciousness because of which the Sthula Shariram acts as Sthula Shariram. Sukshma Shariram behaves as Sukshma Shariram. I am neither of this. So the bhaga or the portion which is not me is removed intellectually. Then who am I? The real me. I am the Sakshi Chaitanya Atma. The Chaitanya Atma Aham is the real me. So what have I done by Bhagatyaga? In Tvam Padartha, I have removed the non-essential part, like peeling off an onion's outer skin, like peeling off a banana's outer skin, and look and see clearly myself as the Chaitanya, the consciousness Swarupam behind this Sthula Sukshma Sharira. Now in the 31st verse, he talks about the same thing as Panchakoshas. The same Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharira can be divided into 5 layers. The Sthula Sharira is the Annamaya Kosha. The Sukshma Sharira has 3, that is Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya. Karana Sharira is the Anandamaya, ignorance sheath, because I am happily ignorant when I am in deep sleep. But then how does he explain it? He says in the 31st verse, Kosheshvayam teshu tu tattadakritihi vibhati sangat spatikopalo yatha asangarupo yamajotvayo yato Vijnayate smin parito vicharite. So here he says, I am not the Panchakoshas also. If I am not the 3 Shariras, I am not the 5 Koshas also. Why? Because it is the same 3 Shariras which have been reorganized intellectually into 5 Koshas. There is no difference. There is absolutely no difference instead of 3, I look at it as 5. That's all. In that case, why do I understand myself, the Atma, to be either the Panchakosha, or why do I identify myself? Why do I get colored? Why do I get affected? Why do I get identified into the 3 bodies or the 5 sheaths? He says, Kosheshu ayam Atma, Kosheshu, in the 5 koshas, Tad akritir vibhati, gets affected or gets tainted as though I superimpose the dharmas of the Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, and also the 5 sheaths onto myself. I color the Atma with the dharmas of the Panchakoshas or the 3 Shariras. How? He gives an example. Tattadakriti vibhati sangat sphatikopalo yatha. A clear crystal sphatika is there. And then next to that, we keep a colored object, say a colored cloth or a colored flower. What happens? Because of the sangha, because of the proximity, the crystal, which is white, crystal clear, starts appearing colored. Supposing I have a red flower kept next to the crystal clear crystal, how does it appear? Like a red crystal. Fine. Similarly, this Atma, which is Ashabdaha, Asparshaha, Arupaha, Avarnaha, this crystal clear Atma does not have any kind of attributes, but because of its association, very close association with Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, and Karana Sharira, because of my avidya, because of my ignorance, I superimpose, I project whatever is the attribute of these shariras and koshas on to the Atma. Just like the crystal is clear by itself, it does not have any color, it does not have any attributes, it's crystal clear. But because it is next to a colorful object, the color of the object is superimposed upon that crystal clear. Similarly, this jiva, because of its avidya, superimposes all the colors. The colors means all the gunas of the body, mind, sense complex onto the Atma. And what do I say? I am tall. I am disturbed. I am upset. I am intelligent. You don't know how to think. I know how to think. There are many people who are very proud of their logical thinking, practical thinking, logical thinking. Lasts only up till the next situation. Maybe, yes, there are some people who are, who are better thinkers than the others. But once you start having abhimana in that, once you start having ahankara in that, there comes the problem. Because I am not the thinker. The intellect is the thinker. There are a lot of variables because of which the intellect need not think correctly all the time. But who am I? I am the one who is lighting up the wrong thinking of the intellect, the correct thinking of the intellect, the logical thinking of the intellect, the illogical thinking of the intellect. I am that Sakshi Chaitanya which lights up all the emotions of the mind. I am that consciousness which lights up all the activities of the sense organs. I am the consciousness which lights up all the dharmas of the physical body. And out of my avidya, what do? I project the color of something else, like an object which is kept near the sphatika crystal. It's a very typical Vedantic example given. How a crystal clear, white, colorless crystal gets a particular, looks colorful, not because by itself it has that color, but because of what it is kept near it. So because of sangat, because of a close proximity with this Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharira and Panchakoshas, the Atma is considered to be having the attributes of the Anatma body, mind, sense. But then who am I in reality? Third line. Asangarupoyam ajodvayo yataha. Who am I? Like the crystal, clear crystal. Asangarupoham. I am Asangarupa. I have no sanga. Even the crystal, clear crystal need not have sanga. That means what? It does not have to have any kind of a contact, but merely keeping a red flower next to the crystal can look red or yellow. Therefore, asanga rupoyam ayam atma asanga rupa. I can say aham atma asanga rupa advayaha. I am Advaya without a second. I don't have anything else. I am Advaya. Okay. Vijnayate smin parito vicharite. When I clearly understand by what? by Shastra, Guru Mukhena Shastra Shravana, Mananam, Nididhyasanam, Jnana Yogena. This is what is called as Vicharite, by a proper Vichara, by Shastra Vichara. What happens by Shastra Vichara? I clearly see myself not as the body, mind, sense complex, not as the Panchakoshas, not as the Jagarita Jiva, Swapna Jiva. I see myself as Asangoham. In spite of being in such a close contact with the body, mind, sense complex, Asangoham. I am Asangaha, Advayaha. 110 gunas you may superimpose on me, but I am Advaya. Yataha Vijnayate. This is very clearly understood. How? Vicharite. When it is clearly seen. Vicharat. Vedanta Vicharat. Shastra Vicharat. It is very clearly seen. What is clearly seen? Seen. Aham Advaya Atma Asmi. Aham Asanga Rupa Atma Asmi. स्थूल शरीर, सूक्ष्म शरीर, कारण शरीर और पंचकोश dharmas don't belong to me. They belong to the anatma. Anatma, body, mind, sense complex. So intellectually, I reject the anatma as what? It is incidentally I. For practical purposes, for Vyavaharika purposes, I write my name as so and so. I write my date of birth as so and so. I write my father's name as late so and so. I give my address. I dress up the way I have to. If I have to come and sit in front, today to talk to you, I have to be appropriately dressed. I can't say I'm not the body. I am the Atma. Therefore, what does it matter how I look? What does it matter how I go out? No. So, for the Vyavahara purposes, whatever the Anatma requires, that has to be done. But all the time understanding that I am not this Anatma body, mind, sense complex. This is only a Vyavaharika instrument. Anatma does not mean it does not exist. Remember that very well. Body, mind, sense complex, I am not, when Shastra says, it does not mean it does not exist. It does not have the Paramarthika Satyam. It is not the real. It is Vyavaharika Satyam. It is only a name and form. It is an instrument to be dealt with in Vyavahara with the other individuals, other jivas and the Jagat. Very necessary. Without the Anatma body, mind, sense complex, without the 5 koshas, without the 3 states of Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti Avastha, this Anatma cannot function. Atma also cannot function by itself. Atma is that consciousness behind this entire body, mind, sense complex, because of which Atma, me, I, the real I, the Paramarthika I, this Vyavaharika instrument functions. Okay, so whatever I have to do, I have to do. I'm not the body. Doesn't mean when the body is sick, I leave it like that, saying that I'm not the body anyway, letting anything happen to it. No, I don't do that. When body needs attention, I have to give it. I'm not the body anyway, so why should I take a bath every day? Not necessary. I don't do that. I keep the body clean. I keep the body the way it has to be. I take care of it. Though it is anatma, only to be understood that this anatma body mind sense complex is Vyavaharika Satyam, an instrument incidentally associated with I, the Sakshi Chaitanya Atma. And in my presence, in my presence of this Sakshi Chaitanya Atma, the whole instrument called body, mind, sense complex functions in the Vyavaharika Prapancha the way it has to. Correct? Okay? Yeah. So now let's go to the next thing, Avasthatraya Sakshi. In the 32nd verse, Bhagwan Ram talks about I am the Avasthatraya Sakshi Atma. I am neither the Jagrat Avastha Jiva, nor the Swapna Avastha Jiva, nor the Sushupti Avastha Jiva, but the Sakshi Chaitanya Atma, which is in and through all the three states of the Jiva or the intellect. So let's say this. बुद्धेस्त्रिधा वृत्तिरपीह दृश्यते स्वप्नादिभेदेन गुणत्रयात्मनः अन्योन्यतोऽस्मिन् व्यभिचारितो मृषा नित्ये परे ब्रह्मणि केवले शिवे. Beautiful. नित्ये परे ब्रह्मणि केवले शिवे. In me, the Kevale Shive, in me, the Shiva, the consciousness, Kevale Brahmani, Nitye Brahmani, Pare Brahmani. Last line. Who am I? Nitya Atma, Parabrahma Swarupa Atma, Kevala Atma, Mukta Atma, Kaivalya Upanishad we saw. What is Kevala? Kaivalya Bhava means Mukta Atma, totally free, free from all attributes. Though I, the Atma, is the very Adhishtanam of this entire universe. Correct? So many things are happening around me in the universe. But nothing is affecting me, the Adhishtanam of this entire universe. So he says, Nitye Pare Brahmani Kevale Shive. In me, the Nitya Atma, the Paratma, Brahman, in Shiva Swarupa Atma, Mukta Atma, in the Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Atma, the Buddhi goes through three states of, we can call it existence, or the three states of Buddhi. Buddhehe trida vrittihi api iha drishyate. In this consciousness, in me, the Buddhi has three levels of existence. And what are they? Swapnadibhedena gunatrayatmanaha. The Buddhi being Gunatraya, Sattva, Rajaha, Tamaha, Gunatraya. These three gunas of the Buddhi manifest exclusively in the three avasthas, in the three states of this Jiva. What are they? Swapnadibhedena. Jagrita, Swapna, Sushupti, Avasthayam Bhasate, the same consciousness, okay, in me, that is ihadrishyate. In me, this consciousness, the Buddhi goes through the three states of its existence. The Jiva goes through three states of existence: Jagrita Avastha, Swapna Avastha, Sushupti Avastha. And all the three are mutually exclusive. So he says, Anyonyatosmin vyabhicharato mrisha. Anyonyataha asmin vyabhicharataha. Constantly changing. I am not always sleeping, right? I am not always dreaming, right? I am not always awake, correct? So I am sometimes awake, I'm sometimes in a dream state. I'm sometimes in deep sleep state. Correct? So they are mutually exclusive. Anyonyatah asmin vyabhicharatah vrishaha. Vrisha. They're all the states of the buddhi. So if buddhi is anatma, the three states of buddhi are also anatma. So Jagrit Avastha is also belonging to the Anatma Buddhi. Swapna Avastha also is belonging to the Anatma Buddhi. Sushupti Avastha also is belonging to the Anatma Buddhi itself. And they are all Mrisha. They are all Mithya. Mithya does not mean they do not exist. They have a Vyavaharika existence. But they are not the reality. Jagrit Avastha goes, Swapna Avastha comes. Swapna Avastha goes, Sushupti Avastha comes. That means they are not constant. What is constant? The Sakshi Chaitanya Atma, which is the Sakshi of Jagrit Avastha also, Swapna Avastha also, Sushupti Avastha also. Jagrit Avastha does not affect the Atma. Swapna Avastha does not affect the Atma. Sushupti Avastha does not affect the Atma remains crystal clear. But which is there in and through all the three states of the buddhi. Therefore it is Anyonya Ato Asmin Vyabhicharato Mrisha. Where do all these ever changing three states of the buddhi take place? It is in the Adhishtanam Atma. There should be an Adhishtanam for the three states to take place. And what is that Adhishtanam? It is I, the Atma, in which all these three states are taking place. And therefore, I am not the three avasthas also. So what did we see in the last 5-6 verses? I am not the Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira. I am not the Panchakosha. I am not the Avasthatraya Sakshi. Then who am I? I am getting colored by all these anatmas because of my unfortunate proximity with them. That's it. Nothing else. Okay? Then we'll go to the 33rd verse, which says, Dehendriya pranamanaschidatmanam sangadajasram parivartate dhiyaha vrittistamo moolatayagnyalakshana yavat bhavet tavadasau bhavod bhavaha. So, now he says as long as this avidya remains, deha, indriya, prana, manaha, chidatmanam, sanghat, ajasram, parivartate dhiyaha. The buddhi projects this entire anatma layers upon the atma, me. Okay, me, the Atma, entire, all these dharmas of all these anatmas are superimposed upon me, the Atma, Sanghar, because of the close proximity, Ajasram, immediately, Parivartate dhiyaha, immediately under the cover of avidya, under the veil of avidya, okay, constantly, insistently, I consider the Jivatma, considers that, superimposes the body, mind, sense complex upon me, the Atma. And he says, Yavat bhavet agnyalakshanaha, as long as this avidya persists, as long as this avidya is there, yavat bhavet, tavat asau bhava udbhava. Till then I am a samsari. What is a samsari? Raga, shoka, moha, attachment raga. attachment towards my body, my mind, my sense complex, attachment towards whatever is close to me, my people, my children, my siblings, my parents, attachment with things around me, my property, my house, my car, my books, my reputation, my ideology. You see, mamakara, ahankara, mamakara. So this avidya, what does it do? It veils the intellect. And because of the veiling of this intellect, the intellect superimposes the anatma body mind sense complex and the avasthatraya onto me, the paramarthika satya atma, and gets involved as a samsari. I get involved in anatma. I get scared when what is happening around me in the world. Oh, tomorrow will I get gas or not? What will I eat if nothing is available? What happens if I die to my children? Will they exist without me? What happens to my property when I'm not there? I don't have anybody to bequeath it to. So what happens to my property? All these things. All these things come. It is because of the avidya. Avidya is veiling avaranam. Avidya's avarana shakti on the buddhi gives rise to a wrong understanding that I am the body, mind, sense complex, because of which ahankara stems, mamakara stems, and then there is what? Bhavodbhavaha, bhava udbhavaha. The samsara continues to exist. The world continues to exist. World will exist because it is Ishvara Srishti. If I become a jnani, world does not disappear. But world doesn't trouble me anymore. That's all. Now the world is troubling me. My neighbor is troubling me. From that time when mosquitoes going around me and biting me, troubling me. These are all vyavaharika satyas. Now I can't do anything also. I have to just wait. So these are all vyavaharika satyas. Everything around me disturbs me. Adhidaivika, adhibhautika, adhyatmika. Three tapas. But once I understand that I am not this anatma prapancha, I am not this anatma jiva, I am the nitya shuddha buddha mukta atma. What happens to me? World exists. It no longer disturbs me. People around me exist. They don't change. They no longer disturb. My body mind sense complex is the same. Deceased, undeceased, happy, unhappy, doesn't disturb me anymore. As long as I see myself as the body mind sense complex, the bhava udbhavaha, so long the world continues to disturb. World is what? People around me, situations around me, objects around me. Correct? All the three tapas are there as long as I consider myself to be that anatma. Then, next in the 34th, Bhagwan Rama talks about how the Upanishads remove the anatma layer by layer by layer till it comes, till the scriptures come to the Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Atma. That is what is called as Neti Neti Pramana. Neti Neti Pramana means what? That is what is an Upanishadic teaching where one negates everything which is anatma. Starting from the world, from the Pluto, or if there is anything there beyond that, from there until this Karana Sharira is Jagat. This body, mind, sense complex also belongs to the Jagat. So, नेति नेति इति उपनिषद और शास्त्र प्रमाणेन I learn how to negate the anatma. And slowly, when I negate the whole world, including my body, mind, sense complex, as neti, neti, iti, I am not this. I am not that. I am not this world. I am not this body. I am not this book. I am not anything that is around me. I am not even my body, mind, sense complex. Iti, neti, neti, iti. When I intellectually deny what I am not, then what happens? Then that is the end of my samsara. That is what is called as moksha. So let's look at it in the 34th verse. नेति प्रमाणेन निराकृताखिलः हृदा समास्वादितचित् घनामृतः त्यजेदशेषं जगदात्तसद्रसं पीत्वा यताम्भः प्रजहाति तत्फलम्. Here, neti neti, process of negating the whole anatma and coming to myself as the Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Atma Jagat is what is being talked about here. So let us see what he says. Neti Pramanena, by this Vedanta Pramana called as Neti Neti, what we see in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Nirakritaha Akhilam Hrida Samasvadita Chid Ghanamrita. Okay, so Nirakrita Akhila Jagat. Nirakrita Akhila Jagat. Whole world. Akhila Jagat Nirakritaha. When I completely deny Nirakritaha, Neti, 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 iti, hrida, samasvadita. Okay, then till I come to that negator consciousness, till I come to that I am, when I say, I am not this, I am not this, I am not this, I am not this, then who am I? I am the one who has negated everything. And he gives an example. What kind of an example it is? Okay, so what he says is, having expelled everything which does not belong to me out of this buddhi, what I am not, what does not belong to me, when I completely throw it out of my system, Tyajet ashesham jagat. Okay, having seen the mithyatvam of jagat, Tyajet, I give up. Ashesham, without leaving anything behind. Jagat, das adrisam. Jagadattasadasram. So he says that Ashesha Jagat, when I leave it, when I give it up, when I give it away intellectually, what happens then? I see myself for what I am. I do not take myself for what I am not. I am not. What I am not? I am not the body, I am not the world, I am not any of these things. When I do the Tyajet, when I give up everything, this entire Ashesha Jagat, when I give out everything, then ultimately I come to myself, which no longer can be rejected or negated. And what is the example that Ramagita is giving? Pitva yathambha prajahati tatphalam. Attasadrisam pitva yathambha prajahati tatphalam. Okay, so here he says, it is just like drinking the tender coconut water and throwing the chip away. Or it is like eating sadrasam, atta sadrasam pitva. After having eaten the fruit, yathamba, prajahati tatpalam, like a mango. You drink the rasam of mango, and what do? Throw away the skin and the seed. So, tyajet ashesham jagat. May you intellectually completely negate the jagat. How? Like atta sadrasam pitva. Sadrasam, atta sadrasam pitva. Having eaten and having drunk the the nectar or the fruit, pitva, yatambhaha, okay, after having sucked the tasty juice of a fruit, what do? Prajahati tat phalam. I throw away what is not necessary. Think of a mango, think of a banana, think of tender coconut. So pitva, tender coconut jalam, what do? Prajahati tat phalam. I give up the phalam. Having atta sadrasam pitva yatamba atta sadrasam. Having eaten everything, eaten the sadrasam, very very sweet mango pulp, what do? I throw the rest of the fruit away. Like that, having understood that I am nothing but that Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Atma, by negating everything which is not myself, what do? I remain an asamsari mukta atma. Since Ramagita is a little, with a little bit difficult. It's a little bit going very deep into Vedanta. I don't want to take too many verses at one time. I'm just taking those verses which are connected to each other so that understanding becomes easy, which I have done today also. So with this we'll stop today. Nandattu sadhaka sarve vinashyantu vidushakaha avastha shambhavi mestu prasannostu guru sada sarve bhavantu sukhinah sarve santu niramayaha sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukkham apnuyat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat.